Being a single father can take quite a lot out of you. The single mothers get all the publicity, but I'll be the first to tell you that it's not a joke. My daughter and I have struggled, time and time again, since my wife passed, but now that she's learning to talk, things have gotten progressively more strange. Lexi sleeps in her own room, down the hall from the master where I stay, and I still use a monitor even though, for the most part, she sleeps through the night. Call me paranoid, but I want to be sure she has whatever she needs when she needs it. Now though, I'm starting to wish I'd thrown the thing out months ago. 2 nights ago, at somewhere around 10:30, I was in my bed, squeezing what math homework I could into my schedule. All the lights in my room but the desk lamp in front of me had been switched off, and a soft melody of Mozart played from my laptop to help me focus. I heard Lex stir. Not something that was particularly abnormal, but it was long enough that I knew she would call out. And of course, she did. Her calm little voice, not fearful or eager, called out for her daddy, and I was more than willing to see what she could need. I paused my music, marked my page, and went to go check on her, finding her standing atop her bed on the corner closest to her closet. "Daddy, Beth said she was hungry." Kids say the scariest shit sometimes. Before this, I had talked to other parents who had warned me about the imaginary friends, and how disconcerting the children's conversations with them could be. But nothing really prepared me for my own experience. My curiosity got the best of me, and I asked Lex who Beth was, but her response was in no way comforting. "The girl from my closet," Lexi told me, pointing to the cracked door to her small walk-in closet. Something that she almost always has me close when I tuck her in, and I was sure I had done that this night. I checked the closet, fearing for a moment that there might actually be another girl in the room, but found nothing, and tried to calm Lexi back to sleep. She was insistent that her friend hadn't eaten, but I was eventually able to convince her that Beth could come to breakfast with us in the morning. Lexi seemed to accept my plea for sanity and allowed me to tuck her in. She smiled at me with her cheeky little grin, and I kissed her goodnight again to go back to my math, if only for a moment. Although it couldn't have been even minutes later, after I cracked my book, that the monitor sounded again. "Does your daddy want to play?" "I don't know." "Are you hungry too?" "No." "Do you want to play with me?" "Yes." Chills struck me with every word. It all sounded like Lexi, as if she was talking back and forth with herself in a horrifyingly chilling attempt to get me to come back. I won't even pretend like I didn't think about just turning off the monitor. I thought about it very hard, but I inevitably did not. I went back to her room to tell her to sleep. I found her sitting in front of her closet door, with a half of a bagel that I had no idea how she had gotten, talking into the doorway in the dark. "Lexi, you need to go to bed," I told her in a stern, fatherly voice, trying to hide my obvious fear, but she just shook her head. "I can't sleep, because Beth wants to play," she told me, looking to the closet and then back to me. "Well, she can play tomorrow. Let's go to bed. Come on." I decided to take her to bed with me. Maybe that would calm her down enough to fall asleep. She didn't agree at first, but eventually I got her tucked into my bed and I shut down my studying for the night. She seemed to have calmed down, and fairly quickly, the both of us had fallen asleep. I vividly remember the little voice in my dream, Lexi's imaginary friend, speaking through her over the monitor. In my dream, I could hear the girl calling out for Lexi, as she searched for her in the dark, her calls rising over the speaker as they grew closer. I woke sweaty, and immediately padded to my right to find my daughter, but she had left the bed. I frantically searched the room, my eyes shooting from corner to corner before I found her, sitting just outside my open door, cross-legged, illuminated by the blue glow of the laptop on my desk. Her shadow was cast on the wall behind her, countered by another, larger girl's shadow. Lexi looked up to me first with the careless tiny smile she always wore. Then the shadow shifted, and two dim red eyes formed in its face. I noticed the red stains on Lexi's arms. "Daddy, Beth wants to say hi to you,"